experience in a glider is probably right before I graduated high school. It's one of my senior projects. I was given a glider by an A&P that I knew, and he pretty much gave me the deal. If I could fix it, I could have it. So for the next year or so, I spent completely rebuilding, tearing down, not quite restoring, but kind of refurbishing this glider. And that culminated at the end of the school year, since it was a senior project, with actually getting to fly it. So it was pretty special to put that kind of effort, that much work, labor, I mean hundreds of hours of work into getting this thing rebuilt. And then the real test at the end of the day as to my own craftsmanship is whether or not I'd trusted to get in and trust my life with it. So went up, did a few flights in that, and I still have it to this day. It's treated me well.
I've asked pilots from all over the world what is it they love about gliding, and there are four common answers. Number one is the visual appeal, the visual perspective. We all see the ground. We live on the ground, and we can look up at clouds, and we can look up at mountains, trees, buildings. When you change perspective by going up in a glider or a plane, and you change that perspective, there's a very keen feel to that. So number one is the visual. Number two are the physical sensations. When you do high G turns, it's like your own personal roller coaster, truly invigorating. Number three is it's a mental challenge. You have to know what you're doing to be able to stay up for more than 15 minutes. And number four, the look on a passenger's face when they get their first flight in a glider is a miracle. I've got a lot of favorite experiences in the glider. I have flown in the mountains, I've flown in the high desert, I've flown in wave, done ridgeline, thermal soaring, done all different kinds of soaring. But soaring up near San Francisco in the mountains, off the Sierras and the White Mountains, is one of the most exciting trips one can ever have because you can surf the mountains at over 100 knots.
So probably the big thing I really love about gliding most is I started flying when I was about your age, 15 or 16 when I took my first flight. For somebody at my age, what that really meant is more of like a new level of freedom, really. That when you're 15 years old, you don't really have the ability to jump in and do something crazy like this. And for me, it meant, well, my life's in my own hands at this point, for better or worse. And it gave me a chance to really get out of my comfort zone and kind of venture into something different. I knew from a really young age that I really wanted to fly, and there wasn't a great way to get into it. And honestly, the big thing that got me into it was the aircraft that landed the Hudson River. I was a glider pilot, and I got kind of saw that and really got a good feeling about trying the glider thing, and ended up working out. So anybody who's looking to get involved in gliding, it's a pretty easy process. So the Soaring Society of America is pretty much the central organization that runs most glider places in the country. They're not directly in charge of any particular club or organization, but they kind of bring us all together.
You can find a local gliding club. You can go to the ssa.org website. Wherever you live in the country, you can find a gliding club nearby.
So if you go to the website for them, ssa.org, you'll be able to find a club locator. You'll find any club near you. And if there's anybody in the Florida area or in the Daytona Beach area, they're more than welcome to come up to Eagle Sport here, and we can get you started.